Hello, hello, and welcome to our channel. My name is Dragonheart, and today we are going to see the cards are already jumping out. Today, I feel like we're being called to move forward. We're being called to go towards our next success. And in order for us to go to our next success, we need to let go of something. So we shall see what the flow of the energies tell us. But I have a feeling that that's what it's going to be about. Okay, so we're going to have three options as per usual. Option one, we have our tangerine crystal here. Option two, we have amethyst, our beautiful, beautiful amethyst. And option three, of course, we have our clear quartz. So in the first 3 to 5 seconds, your intuition should tell you which one you feel is yours. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 3. And the question that we're going to ask is, what do we need to know? Where is our next success? What are we moving towards? Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Let's go. Okay, we're going to start with number 1, the tangerine quartz. It is so, so, so beautiful. It's also raining right now. It's been raining all day, which is my favorite kind of days. All right, so we're going to start off with as usual. If you resonate with what I'm saying, then this option is for you. If not, try those into the other options, right? Maybe there's something for you in the other options. We are remembering always, this is a general reading for the collective, not a personal reading, but you can get a personal reading if you're interested. Okay, so number 1, option number 1, what is it that we need to know today? So you might be right now feeling regret over something that's happened in the past. And so your emotional state may be you've left something behind to move forward to. You may have left something behind that was actually toxic. You may have left something behind that was draining your energy. It was leaving you with no cups. You see how there are no cups for this person to really see on this side, but in reality there are 2 cups that he hasn't seen. And so with the topic of today's video as well, you may have left something behind where you were really investing your energy, you were really investing your time, but in order to move forward, we have to look in front, we have to turn around, we have to go into something new. You may have walked away from something that either it was a lover, either it was a relationship, or it was something that you had to choose. The choice you made was difficult. It was a difficult choice you had to make, but you had to make that choice in order for you to have a restart. If you recognize yourself, keep listening. If not, then this reading may not be for you. Okay, so already we're seeing that you had to make a decision. You know, maybe it was something that, was something that really felt like a harsh decision that you needed to make. It may have actually put you in a state of anxiety, in a state of worry, to do or not to do, and so you were kind of on the fence, do it or not do it, do it or not do it, and you did make the right decision. We have to understand that we're making the right decision. This is really important because what the World card tells us is that it was a closeout of a chapter. Okay, in order for us to start something new, in order for us to see these two cups that are the things that we truly, truly want, we must be willing to walk away, to turn away and leave behind all of these cups. You see, this person, he is wearing red. Red is the color of readiness. He's ready to walk away. He's ready to go to a new path. And he's willing to leave everything behind. So you just may be feeling worried right now. Exactly. You may be in a state of lethargy thinking, oh my gosh, did I do the right decision? What about all those cups that I left behind? You've got to move forward. You got to see that in the future, you have something really incredible coming where you are going to be valued. This is very important. Maybe you weren't valued in the past. You weren't paid appropriately for the work that you were doing, for example, right? The Eight of Pentacles tells us this person is a master. He is, working away. This is all of the experience that you have. This is all your past experience, all of your past knowledge bases, right? This is your skill set. This is how much you know. This is how much you've learned, whether this was a relationship or a work dynamic or a business dynamic. You are worth a lot. And if you were somewhere where, maybe you cared what people thought of you, maybe you cared, what people valued you as, and you put your worth, attached your worth to what other people think. But that is never what we should be doing, because nobody can value you more than you value yourself. And if we do not value ourselves, then we're always going to be looking for that value in the wrong places, or letting people attach to us what they value us as instead of what we really are. And so you're leaving that behind. Let yourself leave it behind. There's no need to hold on. Do not allow your strength, your power to be ever taken from you, to be ever constrained and constricted and told you're not good enough, or you can't do this, or you're not allowed to do that. You get to decide how you move forward in your life. You get to decide. So instead of sitting in this state, you may be so used to other people telling you what to do, what not to do, what you're worth, what you're not worth. It's time to switch that dynamic now and say, you know what? I don't care. This is what I'm worth. You don't get to decide how I roar anymore. Notice how this lion's mouth is closed. Okay, so who is closing your power? Who's trying to I'm getting the sense of someone's trying to, or try to, right, with the Devil card here, who or what inside of you, what fear maybe is holding you back in order to move forward into what's next for you. You must not allow yourself to be held back by any fear, by any worry. And if you do have fears, I recommend you rewatch. If you haven't watched it, you can see we even have the candle going out. I recommend that you rewatch my guided immersion on releasing fear. Very powerful and very transformational. What is it that you need to know now as you move forward into the next chapter of your life? Stop carrying emotions. You may be carrying emotions that are really bringing you down. Again, this is all of the emotions that may be weighing on you. And really, Queen of Cups, she's an emotional woman. This is maybe an emotional situation for you. You may be the Queen of Cups as well. You may be a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. But it may feel like it's too much. Too many things are on your mind. And you need to use all that's on your mind and actually turn it into action. Go forward. Move forward. Move forward. This is what I keep hearing over and over again. How do you move forward? You start looking at the long-term potential. What do you really want? Stop allowing people. If you've been, right? And I'm sorry if, let's say I'm saying stop and it sounds like I may be like going harsh, but this is what I'm channeling right now. And think long term. What do you want? What fills your cup? If you have been filling up other people's cups for such a long time, what fills up your cup? Go there. Go there. You are worthy, and be very abrupt with people that are trying to undermine your value. You are incredibly, incredibly valued. You have amazing ideas. You have amazing talents, amazing skills. You put a lot of resources into people. Okay, and if anybody's trying to undermine you, cut it off. Cut it off. Cut it off. Channel that energy. And I do this all the time. I actually take my hand and I actually start cutting different like negative emotions away from my body in like swift motions like this, like karate chopping myself a little bit in air. Try that. The next time you have a negative thought, the next time somebody tries to come and undermine you, cut that energy away right away. Take a shower. Water is incredibly healing. If something is draining you, if you feel drained after conversations with people, okay? If you feel like this, he's barely holding on. Notice that and cut it away. Cut all of that away in order for you to get what you really deserve, to get out of this state, of I don't know what to do. I'm a victim. I'm a victim around this person. I'm a victim around this situation. I'm a victim around my money, my financial situation. You are not. You are not. This is who you are, okay? This is who you are. You're ready for something new. You're ready for a new start. And that new start, it doesn't mean that it's going to be an easy start, but having an easy attitude, a fulfilling, a full of life. You see how excited he is? And he's not looking back. He's holding on to his wisdom. This isn't baggage. This is wisdom of the past. Sometimes we're carrying a bag this big that is our baggage. We gotta clear our past in order to move forward, in order to quantum leap. Okay, so channel this energy. This is what I'm sensing. Channel this energy into your future. Let go exactly. And this is how you will achieve this beautiful sense of fulfillment in your life. Change your beliefs. Change the thoughts, the mental patterns that are holding you back. Go watch the guided meditation. It is super powerful. And I will link it below in the video. It's time for a new start. A lot of times we hope for a new beginning, but we ourselves maybe still stuck in the past. How do we get stuck in the past? Emotionally. When we're too emotional, too weighed down by emotions like the Queen of Cups can be, right? We can be so attached to our emotions. They start to drain our life force. Do not let anybody drain your life force. That is how you'll build a steady foundation, a joyful foundation for yourself, whether this a work situation or a relationship, a project that you're starting. In order to create stability, in order to create, 4 is stability, 4 is structure. And we have the 4 of Wands here. You get to decide how you want to move forward. Are you going to move forward? Or are you going to look back? Honor your choice. Honor the choice that you have made and move forward. Remember that life is truly about balance. And sometimes we think we may have lost something, we may have turned away from something, turned down something. Balance will always be restored. The one thing we have to keep in mind about the universe is the universe never leaves things empty. The universe is so abundant that it will always fill up and find that equilibrium. It will find the balance. Okay, so if you feel like you've overgiven, you're depleted, you are waiting to receive, you're waiting on things to come in, they will come in, but you've gotta let go of the past, because your past may be weighing you down. Okay, maybe weighing it down so much that nothing else can come in right now. But I'm sensing that it's absolutely coming in, because you absolutely are somebody who works on your mind, who works on your psyche, your energy. Okay, very powerful. Exactly. Be brave. I always say this, be brave. Be brave at voicing your opinion, telling people who you are, what you're capable of. Stand your ground. Stand your ground, and you will succeed. Wow, very powerful. Whew. Very, very, very powerful ones. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, that was ones. Twos, my beautiful, beautiful amethysts. Very lovely. Okay, let's see what will be coming in for us at this time. Again, if it resonates with you, that means you've chosen the right crystal to listen to today. That means there was information for you. We will know. Your body will always know whether you are resonating with something or not. And that's okay. You're not supposed to resonate with everybody. That's totally, totally fine. Okay. Ooh. Interesting. I had this card show up twice today. Interesting. Okay, so let's see. What do we need to know in order to move forward? What do twos need to know in order to move forward? Wow. You just twos, you guys may be in just the most beautiful energy right now. You may be a mother. You may just be very feminine. If men are watching, you may be married. You may be thinking about your wife. You may be wanting a wife and dreaming about having a wife and a family. But ladies, most likely you are just incredibly, incredibly feminine, incredibly beautiful as well. The Empress, she's just the most feminine. You see there's Venus here. And just look at everything that is around this card. This is why I love the Rider deck, because it is so symbolic. Everything has meaning. Nothing is random. And when I was learning about this deck, I was just like mesmerized all the way through. The Empress is the epitome of the Great Mother, divine feminine energy. And so what the cards are telling me here is, one, you're very protected by your angels. You're very protected by your ancestors who are always watching over you. And if you feel like this resonates with you, if you are right now in a very beautiful, stable energy, the Empress, she has things. She is very stable. She is confident in herself. She knows what she wants. She knows what she's willing to do for it. She's very relaxed. She has a lot of wisdom. She has a lot of wisdom in her life. She's very wise. She has a structure. She's well respected. You may be a leader in work. If you're not a leader at work, you're a leader in life. And right now, you may be at a place where you are thinking about what's next. You're thinking about the next jump you want to make. You're thinking about, there's still things that I want. There's still things that I want to achieve, that I want to receive, right? Because women, we are able to receive and attract simply by stating that desire through our sexual feminine energy. Never forget, sometimes we do way more than we need to. Simply by being, we can attract. So if that resonated with you, keep listening. What do you need to know to move forward? Or maybe where maybe you need actually advice on where should I go, what should I do, what should I pick up. And before we go into that, another question is, if you are at a point right now where you are thinking about what do I do, and you can't make a decision, or you're unsure, you may be somebody also who has the ability to receive information, to channel information in your dreams. And one way to do this is, before you go to sleep, ask yourself to solve the issue or solve for whatever you're looking for. One way you can do that is you could say, "Dear Source, dear Universe, thank you for showing me this, whatever this is already solved for. Please show me a sign in my dream." Right? You can either ask to see a sign, so you can see, show me this, if this is the direction I should take. And if you see that in your dream over the next few days, you can even set yourself a target. Most likely you will receive that. If you're not receiving it, that's okay. We're opening up our psychic channels. Remember, these things don't just happen overnight. We have to open up our psychic channels. And tarot is just a tool to receive information as well. It's not magic. It's not like this magical thing. I mean, it is very magical, but it's simply a very beautiful, wise, rich tool for communicating with different realms, different energies. So that was, I guess, somebody need to hear that. I do that all the time. Set yourself up for success before you go to sleep. You may also have kids, or just have really beautiful people around you in your life that support you. Where are you moving forward to next? You have a lot of big opportunities coming. You may actually be working towards something very big. You may be putting an effort. The Knight of Pentacles shows somebody who is very systematic, who's pragmatic, who's consistent, who is persistent. We have to understand that the Ace of Pentacles, this is like the ultimate. This is the ultimate material wealth. This is the ultimate material success. This is pure abundance. This is God. This is Source. This is the universe providing us with something so substantial, so valuable, and it's materialized. This isn't us just dreaming about it. This isn't us just visualizing, manifesting. This is us feeling it. The Empress, and just in general, it's important to feel things materially. We live in a 3D world, and this is a very important concept, because sometimes when we are, practitioners, when we are connected to energies, we can get lost a little bit. I mean, I that's happened to me before. It's really important to ground ourselves, to see the results, to reap the results. This is how we truly be successful, is by putting in the work. This means do not rush. Do not rush. Do not, the Knight of Pentacles, he's the slowest. He's the slowest, but he is the most precise, in my opinion. He's very, very precise. He's building a foundation. He's building a structure. He's building up something that will last for a very long time. Very, very important. So whatever it is that's next for you, remember to build a foundation, right? If this is a project, and if this is a project, hire people you can trust. Hire people that can help you build that foundation. If this is a relationship that you're wanting to attract, but I mean, I'm leaning more towards the fact that this is in relation to opportunities and materializing those opportunities. But if it's a relationship, it's a very important relationship. It has a lot of potential. But don't rush into it. Don't rush into it. Allow things to develop. Build a foundation. Understand what the other person values. Talk about your values. Talk about what's important to you. Talk about the things that people don't talk about. And then after they get married, they're surprised. Right? So think things through. The Knight of Pentacles is about thinking things through. Before we move forward, is thinking things through. You may have certain limiting beliefs as well that have arisen from the past, from a past situation where you felt maybe betrayed, upset, belittled is a word that I'm hearing, where that just may have left an imprint. A lot of the times, the things that have happened to us as children, they leave an imprint when we are adults already. And so in order for us to move forward, we have to clear that up. We have to clear that up, and you can do that by finding somebody. Maybe that's a therapist. Maybe that's somebody that you can actually talk to in the spiritual realm that you trust. It could be a man, or this just represents the energy of overturning limiting beliefs into positive emotions, into things that fill us up. So a good question to ask yourself is, whatever this is that you're thinking about materializing, whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that you're asking, you're praying for, is there anything that's holding you back? And if you just got a response, write it out. Write it out. Take that information with you and see what your next step could be, right? Who can you speak to about this? Could you speak to, you're having a lot of male figures coming up here. Is this something in relation to male figures? Is this about maybe your father? Is this about your partner? Is this about men in general? Is this about career? A lot of times as well, what we forget is that the male side, masculine energy, is directly tied to our material abundance and material success. So if wow, the rain is just, it is really just like going crazy. I love it. Such a cleansing of our mind, right? You see here, she is completely restrained, right? She can't see, she can't move, or she feels like she can't move. But in reality, there are no swords where she is. She could walk straight, but she feels stuck. So where are you stuck in your life, right? Maybe it's in your subconscious, and we can only get there through doing energy work. This is why we do energy work. It's incredibly powerful. Exactly. We've got to clear this up. We've got to clear up. And so this, for some, may also be a broken heart, something that has upset you in the past, something that needs to be healed. We need to have a healing here. We may need to forgive somebody. We may need to forgive ourselves, forgive a male figure, where maybe this is a father, maybe this is a man you used to be romantically involved with, right? And the King of Cups, they can have very positive attributes like anyone, or very negative attributes, where this abusers, this is manipulators, gaslighters, narcissists. If you have been in that experience, I am truly, truly sorry, and I feel your pain. But just know who you are. Never forget who you are. Never forget. You're getting emotional, but never forget how the universe sees you. You are an empress. And an empress can truly heal from everything. She can overturn, she can transmute. All of these stars is her experiences that are built as her wisdom. Believe in yourself. Believe in the power of healing. Ask your angels to help you and clear you. If you're interested, leave a comment, and maybe I'll do one for the collective around calling in angels for the healing through angels. Is very powerful. Angelic realms. Anything else? Yes, it may have been something where you were with somebody who has left you feeling out in the cold, out and dry, didn't give you enough emotional support, didn't give you enough financial support. It was somebody who left you feeling, who left you feeling even doubting yourself and your power. And when we allow anybody in our life that much power over us, that much control over us, that is when we lose our power. That is when we become powerless. And you are not powerless. We have the Priestess here, and we have the Empress. These are the ultimate, most powerful cards in the deck. You are beautiful. You are strong. And in order to move forward, we must heal our heart. We must stop giving our power away. And also, a message I'm getting is, whatever, if this is for a relationship purpose, until a man has truly invested himself into you, there's a lot of male energy in this reading, a lot of male energy. Either it's a male watching me who has a broken heart as well and who needs to heal. If you are a male, just overturn it onto yourself. You may have had a bad experience in a relationship with a woman, right? And you have healed. Maybe you're still healing and thinking about what's next, right? The next relationship that you can step into. And you absolutely can. But choose very wisely. Just like I said in the beginning, the Knight of Pentacles, it does not rush. Neither does the King of Pentacles. He's the most slow. He is the ultimate slow, but he is very precise, thoughtful, very thoughtful, very focused on value. An equal exchange, a beautiful exchange, right? Just like this, where there's a beautiful, natural flow of give and receive, right? We're not talking about a 50-50 relationship. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about counting dollars and pennies and money. No, what I'm talking about is a relationship where you feel completely stable and secure. And if you do not, and if you feel like this in a situation, go within, meditate, write things out. I keep getting write things out in order to see where to go next. And advice for you is move forward. It's time to move forward. You have everything that you need to move forward. You're ready. If number one wasn't so ready, you're ready. You're ready to move forward. You're ready to go towards something that you truly, truly deserve. So do not hold back. Absolutely not. You're a magician. That's right. You have the ability to work with all four aspects, which is earth, air, water, fire. Similarly, in life, whatever it is that you're going to choose to do, you are a magician. You can turn water into wine. You can turn, what's another saying? I was going to say like sand to gold, because I feel like, why not? Very, very powerful. Do not forget that. Exactly. If this is about a relationship, you will have a new offer come in. You will have somebody that you meet that really sparks your interest, sparks you up, that excites you. But for that to happen, we must first go within, understand what we want, get rid of what we no longer want, take action, clear our past, go into a deep state of meditation, of hypnosis. Go to therapy if you feel called. You schedule a personal reading with me if you feel called, or a personal energy session where we go deep. So you can attract the right partner. Not the negative aspect of the King of Cups or the Knight of Cups, but the positive ones. You know, positive ones that will absolutely embrace who you are, embrace your magic, and give you even more than what you deserve. Okay. And again, the first option also had this card, and I think in this instance, this also means to stand your ground. If people are telling you you're being delusional, I don't know I'm getting this, but if people are telling you you're being delusional, stand your ground. Yes, be delusional. Yes, I'm delusional. This is what I want. Go create it. You can create it. Don't worry about what anybody thinks. Doesn't matter what people think. This is your life. And what you're moving towards depends on how brave are you going to be at asking for what you want. It's setting a higher bar now and getting it because you deserve it, because you're an empress. Okay? Thank you, twos. I love you, love you. Okay, moving on to threes. My beautiful, beautiful threes. My beautiful clear quartz. Okay. Let's see what it is that you need to know to move forward. What is it that you need to know to move forward, threes? My clear quartz. Okay, threes. Here we go. You may be starting something new. You also just may be an active individual. So you're not somebody who's going to wait. You're going to just go and get what you want. Okay. You're very knowledgeable. Yes, you're very knowledgeable. You're very wise. You may be wise beyond your years. You may be a yoga teacher. You may be into spirituality. You may be a therapist. You may be any type of practitioner. You may be a public speaker. You may be a leader in a certain group. You may be religious. You may be, even if you're not religious, you may be a very good presenter, a very good person that shares information that's very valuable to people. You may be saving. You see in both these cards, we have the priest here, and we also have this very wealthy man who is giving, and he's giving money, which is value, which is resources, and that's time, energy, information. And here the priest is giving a blessing. Okay, this is the gesture of a blessing. He's blessing, or not the priest. He's blessing the priests. You know, I learned, I know some of the words in Russian, and then when I flip them over, I forget the words, but you are very active and you're very, very valuable to the world. So if you are not sharing your gifts, and I believe 100% that you are, or you may be afraid, or you may have limiting beliefs that hold you back from sharing your value, who you really are. You may be hiding, but you are moving forward. You're going towards something new. And in order for us to move forward and actually step into our power, step into our light, we actually need to rework, do some brain surgery. I always say this, and get more wisdom. Okay, take ourselves to higher ground, to calmer waters, to better places. In order for us to get to somewhere better, we must have enough resources. And in this case, we're talking about mindset resources to move forward. Okay, but knowing who you are, you have every ability, competency to learn new things. You're very resourceful. You're very, you're very upbeat, very resourceful, very outgoing, very good problem solver. Take yourself to the next level. What's interesting here is we also go from a minor card to, to then the major arcana. These cards are much more powerful. They are the path of our soul journey. And so what that is telling me is you have a very beautiful growth ahead of you. And you're in that stage. You may be also picking up a new spiritual practice. You may have picked up something. You may have started something. You may be learning something new. You also may be in school. You may be in education still. Maybe you are in university. Maybe you are in, doing another program. But you're somebody who loves to learn and also has the opportunity to be a teacher. If you're already not a teacher, you could be a professor, you could be a teacher. You have very much the power to convince people, to bless people, to support people. And so using that talent is critical. I know I'm getting this, but it's critical for you in this lifetime. What is it that you need to know to move forward? You may have overcome something that was weighing you down and you were the winner, right? You may have overcome something where you felt attached to a negative emotion, to a negative occurrence with somebody, and you overcame it. How I'm also sensing this though is even the dark powers support you. You are loved by the dark powers. Okay, you're loved by the dark, shadowy parts that if you are not exploring that side, start. We can truly tap into our power in the material world by winning, okay? By being a winner, by having a triumph, by being celebrated. Maybe you have a big dream. Maybe you have a mission, a vision of yourself on stages, conquering life, being a big leader, a thought leader. Okay? Or making good money. The devil represents incredible wealth. And a lot of people think the devil is a bad card. I don't think he's a bad card at all. The devil is very fair. He is just. Okay? You gotta respect him and he will respect you. And again, do you fear the dark side? Do you fear the dark side? Right? Do you try to restrict yourself and restrain yourself mentally? But you have this power in you that just wants to poof, that just wants to liberate. Liberation is so important when it comes to a success. We only live once. We only live once. We have an opportunity once in a lifetime to make something happen. And if you can have all the powers supporting you because you have honored them all, okay? There are rituals you could do to say thank you to different energies. It's not anything crazy, right? But my question is, if you are afraid of the dark, are you afraid of yourself? There's a lot of power in the darkness, and we can actually transmute the power of this energy towards something that is of light, something that is of high spiritual growth and wisdom to help others. Okay? If you want to help others, and this is what I'm getting, if you want to help others, get to know all of your sides, the dark and the light, and combine them, balance them out. Okay? Balance them out, and also work on that craft. Work on this craft. Like I mentioned, you have a very good craft of speech. And if you don't believe in that, well, here I am telling you that. What do you need to know to move forward? What do you need to know to move forward? You may have had an ending with somebody. You may you may have had a conflict with somebody, you may have had an ending with somebody, you may have had a shift with somebody, whether it was romantic or familial or just somebody that you really cared about, an emotional situation that left you feeling on the defense a little bit. If this is a man listening and you feel like you're going through a transformation right now where you're actually channeling a lot of your emotions, a lot of your energy, not towards love, but towards career, that's not a bad thing. Exactly. That's not a bad thing because it will get you to focus and hone in on building your vision, and the right person will come. And I feel like somebody needs to hear that. So I feel like I need to say that. Right? If you're a woman, this could also mean that there are going to be two partners, two men that are, around you that you have to choose very abruptly. One of them may come in, but it could also mean, and more likely, that there's a new man coming for you. If you're wanting a relationship, there's an opportunity for a shift. Maybe you're used to one type of man from the past where you were always on the defense with him. Because again, the King of Cups, it's not always positive. This could actually be, I call them like the master manipulators, where they will emotionally gaslight you, make you feel guilty, make you feel emotionally attached to them, where you feel so drained and so on the defense about everything. You may have had an inner conflict about somebody as well. Don't worry about that. If this is the past, let it die. If this is the present, ask yourself what needs to die in this moment, die off as an energy, as an energy. Oh my gosh, my camera keeps having a moment. Oh my goodness, I've got to change the setup a little bit here, but that's okay. Let's see what else. Pretty much here, the information is being channeled for you to do the things that make you happy. Find the power in yourself that's going to bring you joy and take action. Do not be afraid to take action. Okay? So take action. If you want a relationship, take action towards that. Intuitively feel which person brings you joy. Intuitively know which partner do you enjoy. If this is a work situation, if this is a situation about your gifts, which I think to most it could be, realize you have a lot of inner power. And again, we can go within to retrieve information. Exactly. You are not as you're not here to play it small. You are like the God sent individual in this reality who's also, I think I have a feeling this is also practitioners here. This is people that are, could be tarot readers, energy healers, sound healers, here on a mission to be of service. Do not let anything that has died in the past stop you from taking action and working with the right people if this is work related. But now is the time to take action. Now is the time to realize your power and to move towards it. To be the person who fills your own cup. Don't wait on anybody to fill up your cup. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. And then the rest will come. And then the right people will show up. Okay, and advice for you, threes, make the decisions. Make decisions right now, again, with the past. This is the past. This is things in the past that have hurt us, that have been an attachment to us. Let it go. Brain surgery time. Exactly. This is in relation to fears, limitations, past traumas. This has got to go so you could finally achieve your dreams. So you could finally stand tall. Be a visionary. Serve your mission. When we hold back our gifts, when we fear what people are going to think, and we don't put anything out there, who suffers? It's not just us, the world, right? If you can give information to people that will help them improve their life, do not hold back. It's simply an illusion. Detach yourself. Detach yourself from fear, from shame, from pain, from the past. Use your dark power now. Find the darkness in you. If you have not, this is only for those that have not understood that energy. I'm not saying go all full darkness mode. No, I'm saying understand there's also a dark mode. Just like we have that on our phone. Dark mode, day mode. Don't be afraid of who you are. When we haven't achieved our greatest success because we're still afraid, and I'm not saying I'm perfect, but through action, we can overturn that and we can heal. Exactly. See? Limiting beliefs, negative emotions, past pains. Okay, I love you, threes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to always share your thoughts. If you have ideas for next things you want to hear from me, let me know. As always, be brave, do what you feel is right, and don't listen to nobody. as much as you listen to your own intuition and your higher self. I love you, love you, love you. Bye now.